What movie could not have been made today? Tropic Thunder. I can't understand how the cast and writers are still standing. They didn't give a single fuck while making that movie. Those magnificent bastards. Revenge of the Nerds. Racism, rape, etc. Song of the South. The Lord of the Rings. There'd be too many complaints. Blazing Saddles. Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Breakfast at Tiffany's. The Mickey Rooney stuff is so weirdly out of place. Clue. Not for what the film is represents but for keeping the twist endings secret due to social media. https en.wikipedia.org/wiki/clue_. Film. White Chicks. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Zoan. Gone with the Wind. Wizard of Oz. Everyone in that movie is now dead. The Dictator. It would not nearly be as powerful now. Scary Movie 1+2. 16 Candles. Nevertheless. I love it. She is so inebriated that she won't remember to have fun. The main hot guy physically helps a kid rape his drunk girlfriend. Not to mention the racial elements. Remo Williams. The Adventure Begins. 16 Candles. Having sex with the unconscious prom queen and she's fine with it. They already kind of pretend that one didn't happen. Remarkable it's only 2003. I love it but 16 Candles. The main hot guy literally facilitates a kid to rape his drunk GF. Like actually spells it out. She is so drunk she won't remember have fun. And that's not to mention the racist parts. Revenge of the Nerds and weird science as well. Cannibal Holocaust tbh. I think that movie shouldn't even have been made in the first place. Animals that are killed on screen were actually killed and it's even worse that some are shown from a close angle and their screams were kept in the scene as well. I don't even want to think about how many animals were killed and someone messed up the scene so they had reshoot and kill another animal. And all in all, I just did not feel like the movie had any purpose other than being difficult to watch without looking away or pausing to get yourself ready for the rest of a brutal scene. There are rape and murder scenes, which were somehow so freaking realistic that the director actually had to have the actors show up alive to prove they weren't killed like the animals. Only for the guy at the end say that maybe the real cannibals weren't the people in the jungle that killed the visitors. Wow. So deep. I only watched it once and I couldn't understand why it had to be done like that. It was a controversial movie when it was made. Early 80s. And thankfully it could never be remade today. Airplane. Scary Movie. The Blues Brothers. Crashed more than 100 squad cars. More sadly. Absolutely full of legends that could be afforded to be in the film. Franklin. Brown. Khan. Hooker. Charles. Calloway. Pieces of Booker T and the MGs as the band. Disney's Pocahontas. The Jazz Singer. Leper in the Backfield. Bloodsport. That film was racist AF. Deep Throat. Winnie the Pooh in China. The Reason Why is the Reason Why. Deliverance. Juwanna Mann. Every movie with Rob Schneider. White Chicks. Pink Flamingos. Do cartoon movies count? Because I can't see the 1978 Watership Down movie getting a U. The general rating equivalent back then. Rating nowadays tongue out. Contains mild violence. Mention of threats. Mild language. Face with raised eyebrow. Face with raised eyebrow. Okay. NSFW. https u2.be/jdqxcbhcmpk. The Dam Busters. The Blue Lagoon. Saturday Night Fever. If you don't believe me, chances are you haven't seen it in decades. Watch it again. But don't expect the movie you remember. It's dark as hell. The Outlaw Josie Wales, a movie about an ex-Southern soldier in a movie where the North are seen as just as bad to a degree, and he don't really like natives that much, no goddamn way. I'm not American, so sorry if I got some of that wrong, lol. Starship Troopers. Its production value would have been completely destroyed. It set a record for the most rounds of blank ammunition used in a movie. Today, everything would have been digitally added. Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles. Home Alone 2, as Kevin McAllister goes into the World Trade Center South Tower while he is in New York. The Dictator. Blazing Saddles. Tom and Jerry will be termed too violent. Blazing Saddles is at the top of that list for me. American Pie. Kane. Citizen. The actors are all gone. It would be littered with bones. Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles is the definitive answer. Monty Python. The Dictator. A comedy about a dictator. It wouldn't be possible due to him being rude to non-straight people. Genders equality and all that, but it's a comedy. It's the point. Blazing Saddles. Idiocracy. Too realistic.